Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agave Talk, your number one source for everything agave. We appreciate you being here with us today. Super excited. Yes, getting to try a new to us brand. I've never tried this before. This is Tequila Cabal. Yes, Tequila Cabal itself. We got the entire lineup. We're looking at the Blanco, Reposado, Añejo, and Extra Añejo. Yes, this right here should be the Añejo. We're about to explain why that bottle is empty in a moment. But don't worry. We are good to go. And the review is going to work out perfectly. With that being said, again, we appreciate you being here with us today, checking out Tequila Cabal. Cabal itself, the exact translation means exact. But Cabal, you can see it's a horse, caballeros, people who ride horses. There's a lot of nuances in this brand, and we highly recommend you all go check out their website, tequilacabal.com. You could get a bunch of the story, the history that they got going on behind the brand itself. Really cool story. I was even able to chat with the CEO of this brand, and just in hearing him talk about the brand, his passion behind it, makes me even more excited to check this out. So this brand is coming from Amatitan. Amatitan is really considered the birthplace of tequila. It's not truly tequila, Amatitan itself. And, really just looking forward to getting into this. So Cabal in Mexico is actually Calabagadura. And again, there's a lot of nuances to connections with horses. What that means, also just the perfectness of this brand, connecting then to the spirit and all of those who are connected to it. They say, you really want to take this tequila, and it was built to be shared. This brand itself was really built around being shared and taking its time. So when we get to actually tasting, again, we're going to bring up a lot of this stuff. So really cool, very striking bottles itself. Again, all of these horse heads. We got 4 mini samples going across. And just really, let's get on in there. NOM 1480. And really cool striking bottles. Again, we got the Blanco, the Repo Añejo, and Extra Añejo in that ceramic. You can see the big giant Blanco in the back. Let's bring this Repo up. Pretty light looking Repo. Just really the same across. Now, coming over to this Añejo, you'll notice there's nothing in it. So upon opening this and then just kind of shuffling the bottles around, you'll notice here, let's see if we get on camera. Yep. The nose area on this part of the glass was just very thin, and that little piece broke off and kind of started dripping out. Fortunately, I was able to catch it immediately and had this sample bottle, another sample bottle I had lying around, and I was able to capture almost all of it. So super excited. So even though it's not in this bottle, it is in this bottle. So again, this is that Añejo. Even though it's not in here, we do have it right here. So excited for that we were able to get that. And then something I'm really excited for is this matte black ceramic horse. This is sexy. I'm digging this Extra Añejo right here. Again, you can really see the horse head popping out in this iteration here. All the little details on this bottle, just beautiful branding. In talking to the owner of this brand, he did share, when I pour this out, I need to wait at least 20 minutes. Yes, he said pour this out and wait 20 minutes before you touch that glass, before you smell it, before you sip it. because of how long it truly takes to make. So when you're thinking about an extra añejo, you got to understand that piña itself, it takes about anywhere from 6 to 8 years to mature. Then the process to make it, and then resting for another 3 years. This is rested for 36 months, 3 years. You're talking about 10 years, in the process. Give it time to rest. Don't just pour and sip it. Be respectful. And again, just really had a really cool conversation with the owner. And I'm digging some of that. Like, yes, it takes so long to produce this spirit. And then the reality as well, once that piña is harvested, once that agave is harvested, that's it. It gave its life to be inside these bottles. So give it that respect that it deserves for giving you a spirit to drink. So really cool, really cool. I'm loving it. Again, we got the Blanco, the Reposado itself, white oak bourbon barrels for 8 months. It was aged. Our Añejo was aged for 18 months. And again, our extra Añejo, 3 years, 36 months, all right? Just in the back, just to show it, but we're not going to use it specifically for this review since we have that little Blanco bottle. This is their big Blanco bottle. And again, just really striking, really beautiful looking bottle. Yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to the side. We're just going to leave the 4 little bottles up, and I'm going to pour all of these out. So you can see all of these are sealed up at the top. I'm going to go get 4 tequila glasses. I'm going to pour all of these out. And like I said, I'm literally going to wait 20 minutes to let that sit. These normally, again, I usually let my spirit rest for about 5 minutes, especially for a review, just to kind of open up. But this one's going to be 20 minutes, okay? So I'm going to pour them all out. I'm going to taste all of these. I'm then going to cut it off and wait even more to really let that open, all right? So I'm going to be right back, and when I come back, you're going to see 4 glasses with all of these poured out. All right, everybody, we are back. Ended up pouring all of these out, letting them sit for about 5 minutes. And when I tell you, oh man, the room right now is smelling incredible. All right. Definitely incredible. Again, Tequila Cabal here. We got the Blanco, Repo Añejo, and Extra Añejo. You can see just a progression on the screen, going from light all the way to extra dark with that Extra Añejo. This is our flight across the brand. So if you are familiar or not, remember that everything here, right? Everything here starts as this. So this Blanco is what they end up aging in the barrels. And after 8 months, you get this. After 18 months, you get this. And after 36 months, you get that. But it all starts right here. So that's where we are going to start with our Blanco. Getting the legs and tears up on the camera, dissipating slightly quick, nothing, yeah, it's sticking around, it's not going away too quick. Let's take a sniff. Oh my gosh. If you are fans of the channel and you do subscribe, we appreciate you. You also then know we love Blancos. Blancos are our favorite expressions outside of Extra Añejos. We both love, the very beginning and then the very, very end. Very extreme opposites. But with Blancos, what gets us is that agave flavor, that agave smell. And this right off the bat is just such an agave bomb. Oh, that smells like such a huge amount of cooked agave. You get getting a little sweetness in there too. But man, just what an overpowering smell of agave, and I love it. Love it. Let's take a smell of this Repo. Taking a look at the legs and tears. If you also follow us, you'll know Repos are not our favorite, our least favorite expression. Those tears are going away extremely quick. You can see it just dissipate. Let's take a sniff. Okay. So definitely mellowed out, very light. A lot of that big agave flavor was toned down. It's still there, but now you're getting little hints of hay, little hints of wood, some pepper, a little alcohol on there, but definitely toned down, a little lighter, but still a lot of agave in there. A lot of agave for that repo. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You could even see it's a lighter repo compared to the Añejo and Extra Añejo. And this is just so cool too, just set up in this way. You can see, the color progression in aging from the barrels and how the barrels impart not only flavors, but colors as well. The Añejo we saved, so excited. So I did get to smell this before. Again, you saw that we just opened all of these, but this, since it did spill over, my entire kitchen at about 6 in the morning, I tell you that day, oh my gosh, as upset as I was, my kitchen smelled incredible. Looking at the legs and tears here, it does go away pretty quickly. Not as fast as the Repo. It's sticking around a little bit. That Blanco's stuck. The Repo was pretty fast, and yeah, this is going pretty fast too. Taking a smell of this. Oh my gosh. This has to be one of the best smelling brands I've smelled in a while. It has such oh my gosh. So again, you're back with the agave bomb. The agave's still there, just a little bit lighter. But even in the Añejo, aged for 18 months, you're still getting such an agave smell on there. It's amazing. You're also getting kind of like butterscotch. Kind of like butterscotch-ish, like even like a soy sauce. Like a buttery soy sauce. Got some wood on there also. That oak shining through. It's like a buttery, oaky agave. Even like a little fermentation in there from the soy. If you smell like a soy sauce, it's that umami kind of like flavor. It's also a smell. And I'm wondering if that's going to add a little umami to the taste. But man, oh my gosh, that Añejo smells incredible. It has not been 20 minutes, so it's only been about 15. And now after smelling this maybe, I don't know, 8 minutes now, 10 minutes, still got about 10 minutes on this. So I'm not trying this Extra Añejo yet. I'm not. I'm giving it that respect. Again, I was told wait 20 minutes. I'm waiting 20 minutes, all right? So yeah, I'm looking at the timer now. We're about 5, so about 10 to 11 minutes now. We still got some time for this. I'm waiting. So let's just dive right on in to this Blanco. Cheers, apparently. Salud. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. Coming back to this Blanco, again, huge agave in your face. Oh my God, if you want to know what agave smells like, this is it. You're getting a little sweetness in there too. Not really very peppery at all. Definitely a little citrus, lemon slightly. Let's take a sip. Oof. Okay. Ooh, that woke up my taste buds. Whoa, peppery right off the bat. But my gosh, again, with the agave forwardness on that, I'm loving it. Definitely woke up my taste buds though. It's like, hey, hey, what's up? I'm here. Are you ready for this? Like, this just asked me, was I ready? I was not ready for that. That was definitely a pepper punch to the face, but man, smoothed out with great agave flavors. Let's take another sip. Oh man, fresh agave, cooked agave with a whole lot of pepper on there. That is very solid Blanco. Oh man, yeah, no, I'm digging that. I'm definitely digging that. Might be a little too peppery for some people. It might, but just the rusticness to that kind of adds even like to the bottle. Like we got our horse talking about like, you know, our gentlemen, our caballeros, exact. Like this is an exact Blanco, right? I would think it might be a little too peppery for some people, but for me, I love it. I'll be honest, I love that. And again, if you want to know what an agave tastes like, that's it. Moving back over to our repo. Yeah, again, those tears go away so fast. Look at that. Gone. Back to the smell. Again, it's that agave, but it's kind of rested. Again, Reposado, it's rested. It definitely has. Let's take a sip. Okay. Okay. So the agave and the smell is there, but the agave and the taste, again, has kind of been rested. Getting... hold on. Okay. I'm getting some caramel in there. I'm getting a little bit of slight vanilla-ish taste. Really light on the back, but kind of dry, definitely hayish. You get a little bit of that wood, but it's not like pronounced. Again, to me, Reposado is not my favorite expression at all. But this, it's okay. It's definitely rested from the Blanco. You could tell it's that Blanco. It's rested, and now it's added a little bit of an oak flavor and a little bit of just a little bit drier. Yeah, I'm wondering what the Añejo is going to taste like. Let me see. This Añejo, again, just kind of going away pretty quickly. Taking a smell. Oh, yeah. Let's take a sip. Oof. Okay. See, that's good. There we go. That Reposado aged a little bit more turns into this Añejo, and you get a lot of more of that oaky flavor to it, but it still retains some of that agave in there. But you're getting now kind of like a little charness. Maybe the char of the barrel. You're getting kind of leather in there, like tobacco-ish. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. You could definitely tell, like, I'm here, young, fresh out the barrel, kind of finding who I am, and now I'm there. I arrived. All right, I'm an old man. I'm aged. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good stuff. It's definitely taking the best of both of these and aging it in a way where it's like you can tell combining those and just aging it slightly more, that's what you're getting. It's got a great flavor to it. Again, just very peppery. All three expressions to me in my tongue right now, very peppery. And with that said, it's been now about 20 minutes. And looking at the clock here, we are about to dive into that extra añejo. So here it is. Looking here, going across, trying to get those legs and tears, and again, just like really dissipating pretty quickly. It's kind of like a horse galloping away. Like, you know, it's funny doing these vertical flights across an entire brand, going from the Blanco all the way up to the extra añejo. You can see so many similarities, and also then the differences between the smells and tastes, colors, but even like a similarity between the legs and tears just moving so quick. That's interesting. So here it is. Cheers. Very long time in the making. Give it that respect. Waited our 20 minutes. And let's take a sniff. Oh, wow. Now, see, this is interesting. This, again, 36 months, 3 years. It's the amount of agave on that's kind of insane. I don't really believe how an extra añejo can smell like that much agave. When I tell you it smells more like agave than the añejo and the reposado, it smells more like this blanco. That is so interesting. I wonder too, it's just, when you first pour out a spirit, a lot of that initial smell, if you take it directly to the face, it's hitting your nose, you're taking that sip, you're getting what's been locked up in that bottle. And honestly, yes, we're drinking alcohol. So that alcohol smell sometimes is what overpowers the nose and taste. So sitting and letting this sit for 20 minutes is, oh my gosh, the amount of agave on that is incredible. I don't know if I've ever smelled an extra añejo with that much agave on the nose. I'll be honest. A lot. You're getting something like, what is that? Like, even like asparagus or something on there. There's like overpowering of agave, but something like vegetal. You're getting like some vegetables in there. Again, kind of like some asparagus, even like artichoke maybe. But that's good. Let's take a sip of this. I'm tired of waiting. I mean, I haven't touched it yet. Super dark. Man, I just want to keep smelling it. I'll be honest. This is, I don't know if I've ever smelled an extra añejo with this much agave on there. And if I have, I can't remember what it is. But this definitely takes a cake for that. Cheers. Salud. Okay, so you're still, that agave smell on there. There's still so much on the taste. It's interesting. But that asparagus that I said earlier, this is so interesting. It's like vegetables, like you're eating your vegetables. I don't know if that sounds good or bad to some people listening, on our podcast or watching this on YouTube. But it tastes very vegetable-like. That is so interesting. A lot of times, extra añejos, you're getting so much oak and wood. This, you're getting, again, agave, but it's like almost vegetal. So interesting. Goes down crazy smooth, no burn whatsoever. Again, talking similarities, differences. Even though the legs and tiers on these all were pretty much the same, these three were fire bombs. This punched you in the face. This was a little bit rested, but still peppery. The añejo still got some pepper on there. This, it's gone. Completely gone. That is interesting. That is very interesting to taste the progression from this Blanco all the way to seeing what 3 years rest can do. That's awesome. I'm really digging this extra añejo. That is so unique. It's definitely a rustic kind of taste. Very, again, like vegetative. You're getting the agave on there. It's not a lot of oak, which is interesting. But it's, no, that's good stuff. I want to, hold on, give me a second. Because I know I didn't pour out too much because I'm drinking across all 4 of these. But I really want to get these, I need to do just a quick taste across. So thank you guys for bearing with me for a moment. And I want to do a taste again, just all across. And really ending up with this, I have that taste of that extra añejo in my mouth. This Blanco, yes, still that agave bomb. A little bit rested. But I'm not getting like that vegetal taste that I did in the extra añejo. I mean, the smell even. It's Very agave forward. You know what? Since I let this rest so long, these only let rest about 5 minutes each. This one, again, rested for about 20-25 minutes. I want to smell it right off the bat. I do want to smell it right as I pour it and see what that smells like and if it smells similar to the others. I'm doing a little experiment here. Impromptu, thank you. No? That's so funny. Maybe because it's still in my nose, I don't know, but it's still very agave forward, and you're getting that veggie in there. That is so interesting. Tequila Cabal, I'm super excited. I definitely enjoyed this lineup. Such a unique brand going across, and especially ending at an extra añejo. Super unique. I am truly digging this Blanco and the extra añejo. I don't know if it's our taste buds or whatnot. But of course, I've always said it. Blancos and extra añejos are our favorite, the two ends of the spectrums, and it's just, again, the showstoppers for my tongue right now. Definitely this Blanco and definitely that extra añejo. The Reposado and Añejo themselves, they have their place, but for me and my tongue right now, I'm absolutely grabbing this Blanco, and I'm looking for this extra añejo because, again, that is such a unique taste and smell on that. Let's go back into the Blanco. Yes, still fiery agave, Repo. Just lighter but still peppery, Añejo. Very peppery still, and this extra añejo. Really smoothed out and just so interesting. I'll be honest, it just tastes like a completely different spirit from all three of those. Such a different taste. Super interesting. I loved it. I know this was a very long video. If you stuck around to the end, we truly appreciate you being here with us. With that being said, hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Tequila Cabal, and take care, everybody.